Welcome to Riverbend Talon on WBGZ. Brought to you by the Halpin Music Company.
Also brought to you by Mr. Matt Van Voorhis, Macias Donuts Insurance, Smart Choice Auto, Halpin Music Company.
That's a lot of stuff.
Yep.
That's a lot of things.
And that's Pigpen. He is not down at the Sea Shanty Sing-Along right now at Morrison's Irish Pub, but they are back. In my mind, I am. The gals are back from Ireland.
Yeah.
To bring some real Irish flavor in tonight, so make sure you get down to the sing-along. All new shanties are invited, as always.
There you go. Also
underway, some guy named Graham Pagano we've heard about. He's up at George's local brew until 9 o'clock.
I don't think that guy's real. This is one of those made-up characters, Graham Pagano. It sounds fake.
Is Lazy Lester made up?
Absolutely.
They're underway at the Prairie Inn in Dorsey until 9 o'clock.
I think
the heat may be underway, weather permitting, down at Old Harold Brewery in Collinsville until 8. Let's see. Did I miss
I'll tell you what's been underway for hours is the Illinois Elvis Festival.
Oh, well, that's not. Yeah, it has been.
Yeah, it started at like 2 p.m.
That's right.
But I think it's still going on. That's at the Gateway Convention Center in Collinsville with, 8 of your favorite Elvis impersonators. So I wonder if that...
Including Ultimate Champion David Lee. World Champions, how do you say that? Coat? DNF?
Yeah, sure.
He's a world champion. I can't say his name. Jesse Aaron, also a world champion.
Yeah. Well,
it must be like wrestling Elvis.
Look here, I'm going to shake it up all over this place, and you ain't going to... Yeah, it would be great if the Elvis impersonators talk some smack on each other beforehand.
So that's like all weekend long. All these Elvis impersonators, later tonight at 7:30, they're doing the Elvis Vegas tribute at the Gateway Convention Center in Collinsville.
And, I mean, that is my favorite Elvis, the old Vegas kind of fat Elvis. Forget that young, hip Elvis. I like old Vegas Elvis best.
Also underway tonight, open mic at Ragin' Cajun at 9. The Truckers from 7 to 11 at Fast Eddie's in Alton. Eric Lyslot at 7 o'clock at Doit's Village Inn in Pontoon Beach. Oh, yeah, the Frankie and the House Shakers already underway at Patrick's in Granite City. And an Experience Live Music Row down in Belleville every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, where all the bars get together and combine for an experience of live music. You could experience the Crocodile Kings if you stick around with us tonight.
No.
So let's get that out there before we lose everybody.
Yeah. We get the Thursday stuff out of the way because the stuff's like starting right now or already started. But yeah, it's time to get down to the business, to the brass tacks, as they say.
That's right. Who taught the Egyptians?
Say again.
Who taught the Egyptians? Ben, would you like to tell us who taught the Egyptians?
Taught them what?
What, magic or something?
Taught them where the Elvis Festival
Taught them
is?
where the crocodiles... taught them where the Crocodile Kings are?
Well, these Egyptians here are a little nervous about playing in Collinsville after that Elvis Festival. There may not be much energy left after all that Elvis.
I didn't even think about it that way.
Oh, yeah, you got some stiff competition over there, man. You're talking world champions.
I'm going to stay away from the fast food joints with all those Elvis impersonators.
You look like you could do a good Elvis impersonation.
I'll give anything a go, but I will do it in private.
So the voice the dissonant voice for all the radio people wondering who is that?
It's the bass player.
And that has been from the bass player from Crocodile Kings,
formerly of Spankwagon.
That's right. He's got notes.
You guys were on with us before. That was June something before the night march.
June Cleaver, yeah. Welcome back to the show, Ben. Next to him we got Jeremy, the vocalist, vocal stylist, we will say.
Yes.
And he's dressed in a vest that Ben has described only Jeremy and the Easter Bunny could wear this. So if you're out in Radio Land, you're gonna want to look up the video on this one too, just for the vest.
I'm a vesty sort of guy, and I wear these because I'm invested in this band.
That was the vest joke all week.
Did that hurt? I was hoping that was going to hurt somebody.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Jeremy.
I'm glad you're going to feel that tonight when you go to sleep.
Yeah,
You know what we
my
learned?
gallbladder hurts after that. I don't know how, but somehow my gallbladder hurts all of a sudden.
You know what we learned about Jeremy last time? Jeremy has this unique ability. He is able to
Come up with things off the top of my head.
and finish your burger.
Yeah, that's right. That did happen. Do you remember that?
And finish what?
Yeah, you tried that with him last time, and he answered, "Finish your burger."
I don't remember this.
You don't remember doing a dance either.
I don't remember any of that. I'm gonna have to.
The spank the wagon dance.
Yeah.
Me not saying it didn't happen. Me just saying me not remember. No, I
That's
spank
why
the
I keep
wagon
notes.
dance. What?
That's why I keep notes.
I bet I know something you do remember. You remember Ray.
I remember
Because
Ray.
he's been here several times.
Let's get some money going here.
Look,
Let's
me and
get-
Ray go way back like car seats, but I'm trying.
He said that last time.
He did say that last time.
So he has
Because
some
it's
memory.
true. I'm
Ray.
trying to picture what the
Pull
spank
that
dance
mic up.
consisted of.
There you go.
I'm gonna go ahead and picture this. This motion must have been in it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Plenty of that.
There was way more to it, though, and it's classic.
I'm gonna maybe have to watch the video on
That was just over a year, less than a year ago, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, like you said, right before Night Market last year.
Yeah.
So sometimes my evil twin brother comes in here.
Huh? Luigi, gotcha.
Luigi comes in, and I don't remember the spank dance.
And that was right after the release of your 2-song EP,
Right.
Nashville Studios.
That's right, yep.
Or sessions from a East Nashville studio.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Big shots we are.
You are. Not Illinois. That was Nashville, Tennessee, just to
That's
clarify.
correct.
Now we just finished up with our
The Nashville.
Yeah.
with our South St. Louis session.
Yeah.
We
Right,
just finished up
Sawhorse.
with
Yeah,
Sawhorse.
Sawhorse, exactly.
Nice.
Which you announced may happen last time you were here,
Yeah.
or possibly a live recording from the upcoming.
Miners Theater.
Right,
That's
sure.
right. Yeah.
Yep, that's all. That's man.
Which is May 13th.
13th, yeah.
This is the most
Saturday,
anyone's
May
paid
13th.
attention to my musical career in my entire life.
I am fascinated.
I am too. Could you? just
I'm
ring
wondering
that
who
to
I
us?
did the spank dance with. I'm guessing Jeremy.
Probably.
Yeah, I'm just guessing, because you look like you would dance good.
I'm a good dancer.
It looks like it. Yeah, no,
Like
Ben.
the robot and stuff.
Right, he did a little robot action.
He has
Yeah.
some surprising movements, but I wouldn't say his fluidity is there.
You can make like a chart of the dance moves that I have, and none of them nobody else has done.
Yeah. You might recognize me from the chart. I'm the third guy on the evolution theory. If I turn sideways, you might recognize me. My claim to fame.
We do have Zach missing in action tonight.
He's way missing
Yeah.
in action.
You know, some things happen in life where people come and go, and it's better for all of us to move our separate ways. I think he's probably in a different band and
Okay.
things like that.
Boy George said it best. You come and go. You come and go.
Yeah, you could say that again.
Come, chameleon. All right.
But you got the original Miners band, the original Crocodile Kings, all on stage on May 13th. We got Drew, our brother Drew, who never left the band in spirit, and he walked right in and remembered all the songs and
Good.
learned the couple that we have that are new.
Yeah.
And went to Sawhorse with us immediately.
Excellent.
It was
Yeah, we
awesome.
had-
Took time off from making frozen custard. Different Drew, maybe. I don't know. Oh, sorry.
Different.
We were kind of down there.
Anyways, you want to introduce Ray? You didn't say anything about him, did you?
Well,
He said he's been here a lot.
we're
You guys go way back.
that's right. We go way back. Look,
Graham Pagano wanted to tell you hi.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
what it
I appreciate that.
He's in your band.
I feel like I've seen Graham and Mikey less and less this year. I think we've only played like 2 gigs already so far this year.
That is Hookie.
As Hooky, correct? Yeah.
the Hookie monster's been in hibernation.
But we got we're gonna start hitting it pretty hard here once summer gets here.
Okay.
Any new music coming out from Hookie?
Actually, we do have. Well, we recorded a song. Was that 2 years ago now?
Yeah,
I think. And
it's just now seeing the light of day.
Exactly. That one's coming out soon. So I got that come out with Hookie, and then we've got our songs from Sauce we did. So we did 6 songs. The 1st of April went in and recorded, and we have probably one other session to go to kind of tweak everything where we want it. But
you got the bones laid.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They sound really good.
And so it's just the 4 of you, the 3 of you plus Drew.
Guitarist Randy.
Yeah.
Randy,
there you go.
Never wants to show up to these things.
Hey Randy, put your shirt on.
Yeah.
He's at Mojo's wiping guitars off.
He's working.
That's what he likes to do instead of this.
Well, I
Can't blame him.
I was gonna say it's not a bad way to spend time.
We can't blame him, but we will.
Yeah, we're gonna give him a lot for it. So
He's gotten an earful already today.
Put the cheeseburger down. Put your shirt on, Randy. Get down here next time. Jeez almighty.
You heard it here, Randy.
Yeah, so 5-piece basically.
So there you go. We don't count Randy, but that's fine. That's
5-piece, 2 sides.
So 5-piece, 2 sides. So you go into Sawhorse. Who's your producer you're working with?
Actually, we're kind of self-produced. Plus Jason, we're relying on Jason, the engineer there, Jason McIntyre, to really give us
to hear what we can't.
Yeah, exactly. To fill those shoes, basically.
Like when you can't get that one part right, and you're just in there like, I want to do it again. You end up doing it like 30 times. Everybody's like, maybe we should wait for a while. That's where Jason comes in.
Yeah.
I say, like, eat some psilocybin, think about it for like a half an hour, and the next track's gonna hit, bro. That works. Sometimes.
9 times out of 10.
9 times out of 10. That's what scientists are saying.
Yeah.
We had some craziness happen for this session.
Yeah.
We went in there on a Saturday. We had Saturday and Sunday
April
booked.
1st.
April 1st.
Perfect.
We get there. Yeah, we get there. We loaded. We got one load in, and the power went out because of the storms. And we sat there for 2.5 hours waiting for the power to come back on.
And man, you're paying a lot of money per hour to sit there waiting. Those studios are not cheap. Man.
So we basically I ended up setting my drums up in the dark with a flashlight, and we ran all the mics and stuff just to get them close. Yeah, just so we weren't wasting time, basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, we didn't get to record that day.
Didn't do anything.
And we came back the next day, thinking it probably wouldn't happen again, but the power was back on. So
nice.
But that meant we had to squeeze 2 days into one, essentially.
Yeah, you've already lost a day of your time, and that's some precious time because you spend so much time setting up and then getting the sound right before you even get to start laying the bones.
Exactly. Yeah.
How'd you go about the process? Was it done to like a click track? Was it set up just you guys jamming in a room?
Yeah, we basically set it up as kind of a jam session. I use a click, anyways. I always do.
Right. But you
just me.
You guys didn't track it out where it's like, okay, we got the drums down, now let's go back and lay the bass, or it was more of a...
We essentially did bass and drums were pretty much done that day. I mean, we tracked those out to where we were pretty comfortable with them. Guitar, we ended up, I think Randy had some things he wanted to change. He plays lead guitar. He plays guitar on a couple tracks. He had some things he wanted to... So we did go back and, alter things a little bit, but... For the most part, I mean, all the drums we tracked and the bass, I think for that part, were pretty much done that day. So
it was about 3 takes. We probably averaged we did about 3 takes on each one of them, and then Jason's a master at cut and paste and mixing stuff around. I mean, in comparison to the old days, I mean, there were a couple little things that he could just boop boop and fix,
straighten out, no problem. Oh yeah,
right. It was pretty nice, and it sounds great.
Oh yeah,
it
sounds great.
I mean,
so good so far.
Jason did me right as a drama queen, as a lead singer. He did me right. I got in there and I'm looking around. I see this big golden mic. I say, "Ooh, Big Golden Mike. He's like, yeah, that's what you're going to be singing on. I'm like, moi? So, yeah.
Can I have an oval-shaped mirror in front of me while I do it? Morris, bring my mirror in for me. Just like Morris Day in the Times. Jerome, bring my mirror.
And while we were there, we came back and did another session a week later, and that's whenever a storm came through. And I am deathly afraid of storms. Trauma, I don't know why, but as the storm was coming through, it was green in the sky, real dark, and the wind started going real bad, hail and stuff. I asked Jason, like, hey, is there anywhere safe in this place? Like, yeah, this room's surrounded by brick, and I just shut the door.
He's sitting in there watching TV like an old lady. He's watching the news.
Look, don't you know what this is costing per hour to be here? Hail or no hail? Come on, man.
I know.
You grabbed your golden microphone and went in a brick room to watch the Golden Girls, probably. I don't know.
I love the Golden Girls, yes.
Man, that Sunday though, the first day that we actually got to record, we were it was a 12-hour day.
Yeah,
I mean, we were there literally all day long.
So
a lot of work.
2 days stormed out though.
Well,
this seems more like you guys than
that's what Jason said. And then
possibly some Egyptian under.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We go back.
The Egyptian crocodile.
You guys
Kings.
picked the name.
I know.
There definitely we were. When the tornado warning was it was an active warning, and we're like, well, I guess if we're gonna, I'm like, I guess if I'm gonna go out, I'll be okay with this story being that I went up with the studio recording.
Yeah, there you go.
Hopefully my basses make it and they can be passed down to my.
I suppose if I'm going to fly into the sky, I'm going to be holding the golden microphone.
You'd have been fine in that little brick
into
room.
the sky with your golden vest and your golden microphone. I am a golden god.
Seriously, the little room that he's in is like right adjacent to the mixing room, and he's sitting in there. He's just sitting in there.
Looking pretty bad, guys. It's looking real bad.
It's not looking too good. Hey, Sanson. Oh, there's one down the street. He was all nervous. It was great. Well worth the price of admission.
Well, it's going to bring some true emotion into the next vocal track. Well, he really sounds scared on this vocal track.
What were we doing? What were we even doing at that point?
He was running in circles screaming, Annie M, it's a twister.
Because Ray was gone, Drew was gone. It was me, you, and Randy.
And Randy, yeah. You guys are just eating a big old bowl of nuts.
That's true. We were.
Hey, family show.
We were.
Family show.
We were having some of Randy's sweet chocolate nuts is what we were having.
They were good.
They were delicious.
It's a Milo's tea.
It's a Milo's tea.
That's Randy's statement.
Randy is all over Milo's tea.
Milo's
I mean, this
tea.
isn't an ad for that, but that stuff too sweet for me.
But the recording's killer, and we're looking forward to getting that done.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're going to do with it when we get it done, but we'll get it out. I think we've got some tracks on there that are definitely
really
top
good.
notch.
Plans to maybe press some actual vinyl. Come on, it's expensive, but it's worth it.
How long do you got to sit on it to press it?
6 months, 18 trimesters.
Oh wow!
I don't know.
That's goose
I
logic.
think that's a possibility. I guess it would just depend on what upfront costs we want to put out there.
Absorb.
Yeah.
Right.
Sometimes I find myself wearing my band T-shirt because they're so comfortable, and then people say, it's not cool to wear your own band T-shirt. I say, look, if I don't wear it, nobody will.
Right. Look, I'm a walking billboard. Plus, I got hundreds of T-shirts.
Once we sell about 5 of those, maybe we'll think about pressing some vinyl.
There you go.
We've sold 5 for sure.
No one told me.
You got family members.
Right, yeah.
Oh, yeah, my mom will buy some.
We've got some.
My thought for the vinyl, too, would be if you do that to maybe do a pre-sale.
Yeah.
Where you know exactly how many you're wanting to buy because you know how many people are interested.
Right. You got 15, 20 people paying up front, so let's get 5 more.
Right, exactly.
Right.
That's about it.
I mean, I want one. So
Well, and it's hard for an original band like us, especially around here, because there's just not a lot of shows. So it's hard for us to generate revenue. So we have to self-finance a lot of this stuff. So, we got to kind of fall back and go, well, we got like this show we're coming up on, like we had new logo done, we got new T-shirts coming, we just did this recording, so we might be down the road a little bit for vinyl.
Who hooked you up with the Minor Theaters gig?
Actually,
he knows those guys. He went to high school with them.
That's me.
There you go. Okay.
I'm from Collinsville, I saw Dawn of the Dead at the Miners Theater in like 1979.
Wow.
That's the last thing I can remember from that place.
The early 80s I remember, in the 80s I remember being open and doing some gigs up there.
You guys, seriously, everybody listening to, you got it. Come see us, but come see this theater and hear this place.
It is amazing. Yeah.
We have videos that sound great just from the last show that we did there, but the room is just amazing, and you can get 400 people in just on the ground floor. They don't have a fire escape there. They're hoping to get to that point down the road,
so they could open the balcony.
The balcony's not open.
But you got 400 on the floor.
Yeah, so
the old 4 on the floor.
Huge. They just redid a whole bunch more of the interior. It's beautiful. It's well lit.
Nice.
And we were shocked. I mean, seriously, before the last show, we went in there and we're like, man, is there going to be like tarps we got to stand under to play in this place?
Yeah, because they were just getting it back together.
Right.
Yeah. Well, they spent a bunch of money on it. It's really cool. We saw Leilani Kilgore up there, and she's a Nashville kind of blues rocker, and it was great.
Yeah,
it was really good.
Now, I don't know about the other acts, but I think you guys mentioned last time you were on that you split half of what you made with the theater and donated it back for refurb, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I don't know if they do that with all the bands, but it's awesome you guys did it.
Yeah. Well, we're not in it for the monies. We're in it for the fame, right?
You're in it for the vest.
That ain't the deal
And
this
the
time.
vest.
And a hamburger, maybe. Possible burger along the way. Maybe. Feed us.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
But it is really cool. It's really neat to see a place that they just had. They had a couple. They had a blue
77 Legends or something like that.
Yeah,
They had Leonard Skinner.
Yeah.
They had
Jeremiah Johnson.
Yeah.
But it's just spectacular. It's just a great sounding place. Sean, the whole crew there, Stephanie, they're great. And we just have kind of been hanging with them the whole time, and we're really looking forward to this. We think we're going to have a good show, but it's just beautiful. It's just a great thing. It's not,
it is,
just a whole different.
Got a cool vibe,
right?
Oh, and we're getting we're going to be accompanied by another band up from Chicago way.
Oh, yeah.
Nope, they're from
Champaign way. I don't know where things are. But they're called Modern Drugs. And apparently, Ben, you know them.
I do. Yes, I do.
So Ben's got all the hookups here.
Yeah.
So tell me about Modern Drugs, Ben. Educate me about Modern Drugs.
Qualify your inquiry, please.
I want you
like to talk about the band
to tell me what you know about Modern Drugs. Wink, wink.
So they're from Champaign. They are awesome. They power pop band. That's what they call themselves. Got a bunch of videos out. I know the drummer in that band from years ago up in Charleston, where the Spank Wagon band was from. And he was kind of coming in as I was going out up there, and we have a bunch of mutual friends, and I just reached out to them. We're trying to expand our footprint, in the region. So hopefully we'll be able to get up with them in Champaign and play a couple of the Champaign clubs, and I think this will be a great exposure for them down here. But they're great. Their vocals are fantastic, man. They're something else. So we're really excited.
Yeah, super cool band.
Did you go to school in Charleston?
I did.
What years? Yes,
there was a school there.
Yeah, and you were supposed to be going.
Right. There was.
It's good enough. I knew some girls that went to college
Everybody
there,
did.
and we used to go up and party a lot. I figured me and you might have crossed paths.
I may have stepped over you at some point.
At some point, yeah. I think it was like miniature golf, and you were putting over me. Either way, I was passed out for sure.
Yeah, Charleston, it was such a cool scene back in the late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah,
punk rock shows coming through there. You drive into town, there'd be kegs lined around the liquor store from the house parties in that place. It was nuts and a blast.
Good times, man. Good times. I never attended a class there, but I went to a lot of those house parties you're talking
I probably went to a few more classes than you did there, but not many.
I didn't go to any. I just went for the parties.
It took me 13 years to get my bachelor's degree, so
perfect.
But I stuck with it.
You're doing great.
I stuck with it. I tried.
Yeah. So I went to college for 10 years, and my wife went to college for 10 years.
Dang.
I have an associate's degree, and she's a lawyer, but we still went to college the same amount of years, and you can't take that away from me.
Nope. Sure can't. Sure can't.
How'd you sneak in so often?
Through the back door, if you must know. If you must know. But you knew that, wink, wink.
But Modern Drugs will be opening the show, and they are from Champaign, so you'll have an opportunity to see two really, really good original acts. And this isn't heavy stuff. This isn't, this is rock and roll. And I think I couldn't be more proud that we're having a rock and roll show in Collinsville, in my hometown, and people are even excited about it in town. People texting me pictures of our poster at the Miners, like, "Hey, I saw your picture on the theater in Miners." Like, yeah, well,
is that what everybody sounds like that you know?
No, just Collinsville people.
Most people.
Well, if you knew who was texting me, it would be qualified. But there's family members and crazy people that I know. Okay. I saw your picture. Okay. Cool. Get yourself together and get up there on the 13th and see the show, eat some popcorn, drink some beer.
It's feel-good rock and roll.
The sauce
we need
joints,
more of that.
Yeah. Absolutely. Music is supposed to make you feel something, and I think good is my favorite. So, I'm just saying, it's all about creating some sort of emotion, and I'm a fan of seeing people just dance and smile and have a good time. That's what it's about, enjoying the moment. So
we were throwing the set together starting this Tuesday, and we've been so focused on these 6 songs that we're all about to crawl out of our skin playing them. So we finally got to put the set together and made some adjustments to it, and we're like, this is going to be fun. It's going to be good to get out and jam. Not have to be perfect, but just rock and roll.
Well, and to me, that's kind of where what I'm always reaching for when I jam with people is that, look, man, we know the tune. Here's the song. It's not supposed to be the same every time we play it, but we know the structure and we know where we're going. But let's have fun with it. We're supposed to be just having fun here. Yeah. And if we're not having fun, why are we changing the world? Are we getting paid? Because one of those two should be happening. If it's not fun, I better be getting paid or like I say, changing the world. None of my songs are going to do that for the better.
Well, these guys, all as musicians, everybody in this band has that innate sense to know who's going to get to have some fun while the rest of us keep everything together.
Sure.
You know what I mean? You have to, our songs are kind of like that. We have to be mindful of where stuff goes.
Have to listen.
Well, nah. I can't hear nothing but me.
I don't care what you have to say in this conversation.
I just look and kind of see. I look over at Ray, see how fast he's going, and I just do whatever I want. But we do, and that's important. You gotta mind that melody if you want to have freedom. You gotta, if you want freedom, you gotta know the structure. Yeah. And these guys are. I say these guys because I don't think I'm very good at it, but they manage somehow to keep everything together as we go along, and it's a lot of fun to play.
Nice.
These songs are a blast to play.
Yeah.
And we can all look forward to hearing these songs not only the 13th at the Minor Theater, but soon from a Sawhorse production.
Yeah, for sure.
Any ideas? Any ETAs?
I
dates?
wish. No. I think we have probably one more time to go in just to nitpick little things here or there. I don't think we have to record really anything else. Maybe Drew wants to do a couple things on keys, but
well, we thought we might do 1 or 2 more, but I don't know if this next session will be that, because it's kind of just an open-ended thing now. I mean, we're like, well, we're just going to do it because we like doing it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
But yeah, I would say summer. I don't know. That's pretty.
Sounds
vague,
about right.
A pretty vague answer, but I feel like that's, especially with Jason's, he's pretty booked up, so we're trying to fit into the schedule as where we can, really, at this point.
Rico Kasich from the car said it best. Summer turns me upside down.
It's like a merry-go-round.
And see, this guy gets it. This guy gets it. I like watching those old Cars videos and going, man, how weird were these when they came out? But now it just looks like some crazy clip art, like a weird collage. Did my daughter do this? This looks like a high school project now. So there you go. We are talking to the Crocodile Kings, Ray, Jeremy, and Ben. Missing in action, Drew and Randy. Oh, I'm feeling Randy. Oh, you feeling Randy? I'm feeling Randy. All right. Well, what do we got going on this weekend that we need to inform folks about?
Well, Friday night's what we should talk about first, I guess, because it comes before Saturday.
And what in the world is happening?
Idea I thought of,
Man, are you sure you came up with that?
No.
It seems like
actually. I stole that. It was in the Bible.
It is. It is. What's happening Friday? We got an open mic night
with John Joshua Grassle hosting that down at Germania, starting at 6:30
at the Brew Haus.
That's right.
Yeah, there you go. And then what else we got?
Everyone's favorite night,
Kooliverse.
That's right, Kooliverse Corture Night.
There you go. That's at the Conservatory.
You haven't been to the Conservatory?
I've been by there, but I don't think I've stayed.
Okay.
That is your original music venue, man.
Any of the art you seen while you were there? Mr. Michael Snyder probably put it together, and he has a night down there now.
Okay.
Yeah. When you walk into the Conservatory, there's art everywhere, and if you walk to the upstairs, it's just an art gallery kind of, and it's all huge pieces of art for the most part. Because Mr. Michael does not work in small pieces. I think he just did an Elton John thing with like these wings that were made out of real keys out of piano, and he used like 100 and 200 keys to make the wings. He puts together unusual art, and that is your original music venue to book a gig,
which is where you should play in Alton.
We'd love to play there.
Yeah, we've reached out to them several times and have not heard a response.
Really? Just I am absolutely shocked because
we got
Justin's
connections.
Always looking for someone.
I was surprised too, and maybe it's just
got lost in the shuffle.
Yeah, it could be because it was through email, which is what they said they preferred on online. But yeah. I haven't been in there. Usually that helps if you actually go in and
Yeah.
Well, if you're hearing us now,
on your way out tonight, you stop and have a drink.
Yeah,
it's two blocks,
I was
3
thinking
blocks
about
down
doing
the road
that.
there.
I'm in.
And you
I'm
get
gonna
a
need
chance.
something after this.
You will get a chance. Oh, don't look. Hey, I hear you, buddy. I feel you. I'm barely making it, right? I'm hanging in
My
there.
tank's empty.
Whew, yeah, it's running on fumes, man. I didn't have enough time to pregame. I was in a hurry,
I believe Damian Pickens will be there doing trivia tonight.
Yeah, the Thursday nights they do a trivia night, but it'll give you a great chance to see this wonderful art that we're talking about by Mr. Kooliverse, Mr. Mike Snyder, and meet Justin Level, who will be behind the bar, and he books the gigs there. So
awesome.
there you go.
Yep.
What else we got going on?
Well, we didn't finish what was happening on the Corture Night down at the Conservatory. The guest artist is Metal, the guest artist.
All right.
Also art by JuLee, and the music chef, Ben Acker, Steph Plant and Friends from 6 to 8, and DJ CBS 8 to 10, and JuLee and LooPee from 10 to 12. Doors open at 6 for the Corture Night at the Conservatory.
And
Also,
there's a lot
pianos
going
down at the Ragin Cajun on Friday. They're booking at Sports Tap if you guys are interested. 618-465-2539. Friday nights is what they want to do there. Exit 52 from 2 to 6, and Generation X from 7:30 to 11:30 at Fast Eddie's on Friday. Flip the Frog out of Bakers and Hale from 7 to 11 at Godfrey. Soulshine Groove doing the Moose, 7 o'clock in Wood River. Graham Pagano.
Fake name.
He was Thursday, wasn't he?
He is George's Local Brew again on Friday, I do believe.
Well, I think
Yeah.
there may be a miscue there.
Yeah,
But-
he's not even real anyway. It
We
doesn't-
didn't want to really talk about it
No.
anyways.
You know what's real? Steve Mellas. He's real. and Jackie Adcock. They are at the Hawg Pit. I guess that's Saturday night, yeah.
Yeah, no, Friday.
Or Friday night. Sorry, see, I don't know. I forget what day we're on.
We
so.
switched pages. So
Oh, I'm
you're,
so
you're
confused.
fine.
That's all right. Spillie Nelson going to be
Friday
down
night.
at Doit's Village Inn, Pontoon Beach, on Friday evening, and then Patrick's. What do they got? They got a DJ named Fish. Mm-hmm. DJ Fish.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if it was a fish fry and a DJ. I wasn't sure what was happening, but DJ Fish, I like it.
You're
All
looking
right.
for a gig at Patrick's? Booking at patricksgranitecity.com. That's how
There you
do
go.
it.
See, you guys could leave here. You better start writing this down. You
We
could
didn't
leave
know
here
we
with-
need to take notes.
You could leave it. There's going to be a quiz.
Wait,
at the
this is
end.
being
I said
recorded,
that.
right?
Wait a minute.
Yeah, that's recorded. You're fine.
Well, then we'll go back.
Yeah. Yeah. I like listening to it on 2.0 speed.
Yeah, I think I'll listen to it twice.
I like to put a heavy echo and some reverb on it when I listen.
Yeah,
So does
sounds
he.
like
It
Jeremy.
seems
Oh,
very
yeah.
dreamy that way.
That's how I work my golden microphones.
Working the golden microphone. Is that the name of the new album, by the way? Working the
No.
golden microphone.
Ideas.
I'm picturing you just holding the golden microphone with both hands.
I am too.
I can see it. I can see it.
In your little safe brick room.
Oh yes, hiding from a tornado out the window.
Also
the
on
Golden
Friday
Girls.
night. Oh, sorry.
No, that's all right. What else is Friday night?
Southside Bluesy Boys, 7 o'clock at Bendy's in Granite City. Dustin Coleman, 7 o'clock at Pavilla's in Granite City. Laney and Julie out at the Marina Bar in Holiday Shores, 7 to 10. Mo Pleasure at Big Daddy's from 6 to 9. Jack Twesden at the 1818 Chop House in Edwardsville until 10. Starts at 7. Mike Harper doing the happy hour at the Stagger Inn from 5 to 8. Double Tap Duo from 7 to 10 at the Cabin at Judy Creek in Glen Carbon. Illinois Elvis Festival, day number 2. Elvis in Illinois with 2 very special guests. Illinois' own Landon James and Everett Dean, 2 o'clock.
A.K.A. Hunka Burning Love.
Plus the Elvis Story, featuring 3 incredibly dynamic Elvis tribute artists, Ben Thompson, Cote Denoth, and Michael Culper.
How come I don't see our guy Steve Davis in here? Or whatever?
Yeah, I thought about
Where's
that
Ron
too when I
Furr?
seen this list.
Yeah, man, I don't
Elvis
get it.
impersonator.
Or Billy Hurst. Wasn't he an Elvis impersonator at some
I don't
point?
think he was. That's fake news, Pigpen. Anyways, taking place at the Gateway Convention Center in Collinsville. He could do it, though. You're right.
I swear he was like when he was 5 years old, he was an Elvis impersonator or something.
Didn't he win Star Search doing Elvis?
Maybe.
that was
See,
it.
I can't
What?
remember. It's all so confusing.
He did
It-
win Star Search, or one of them stars. One of those old timey Channel 11.
That was weeks ago when we talked to him about
Yeah,
that,
it
so
was
it's
weeks ago.
all a blur.
That Star
Probably
Search
years
file
when I
is
say
murky.
weeks. I don't really know. When it's working right, all the days melt together. Yeah.
I don't think these guys are old enough to know about Star Search.
Oh, you kidding me?
Yeah, I don't
Ed
think so.
McMahon?
I don't think so.
You don't know Star Search?
I've heard of it.
Well, so it was like after the Gong
Was it
Show,
a talent
but-
show?
but
I mean-
before America's Got Talent. It was
Yeah. Yeah, before Riverbend Talent. Way before that.
it was in between all that sort of stuff. I don't know.
Post Gong Show. You're right. Yeah.
Anyways, Elvis will be in the building at the Gateway Convention Center in Collinsville on Friday night.
There
Town
you go.
Criers will be up at the Rustic in Warden at 7.
Yeah.
10:55 out at Martin's Lanes and Rude House. And Mike Judy presents Jervis Campbell at the Old Rock House in St. Louis on Friday.
That's a heck of a Friday night on the east side for the east side.
I noticed there was a new venue involved in the Experience Live Row Music on Friday night. It's called Lexi's BFF. Cherry Bombs playing there from 7 to 9.
All right.
in Belleville.
And BFF doesn't stand for Best Friends Forever, but you'll have to Google it to
I don't
find
really
out what it is.
But as we mentioned, every week, experience live music for all the bars getting together in Belleville to experience one live music beautiful scene down there.
There you go. And that's
You got Copper Fire, Seven, and Benny's Pizza. Always, plus the venue on Main, they have the Young Fables, a $15 show. It's a ticketed event.
all
They
right.
do that from time to time.
Yeah.
So there you go. Yeah.
There you go. And that experienced music row, it's way down in Belleville, a little out of our listening area, but we got to give them kudos because they've been doing that for
Long
like
time.
4 or 5 days a week for over a year. So that's a lot of scheduling of bands with venues. So good for them.
So last time we talked to you guys, you had just recorded with Hookie at Sawhorse, and you guys were talking about going back down there. And one thing you mentioned about Jason McIntyre was that he kind of mixes on the fly,
Yeah. Yep.
which speeds things up a little bit and gives you. And Pigpen had mentioned he had heard the demo and was like, "Wow, this isn't even mastered yet.
Yeah.
And it's sounding really good." So
Trying to think of the name of it. That song. Can't think of the name of the song.
some Hookie song.
Yeah.
You know.
But yeah, I mean, it sounded actually really good right when we were done with. We only did one day there, probably like 8 hours or whatever, and it sounded really good right away. It's pretty simple, so there's just the three of us.
I was going to say, a 3-piece power trio
Right, exactly.
is about as easy as it's going to get to
yeah.
mix rock and
For
roll. But it was when I got to hear like just what was called the raw track coming out of it. It felt a little more polished than most raw tracks.
yeah.
It felt a little more zeroed in, where a lot of times raw tracks you immediately start hearing what you want to change, and
Yeah.
this one was more like, what would you change?
Yeah.
What are you going to do with it? It sounded pretty good. So kudos to Jason over there.
Yeah, he's just amazing on there.
He's awesome. He's fun to work with too.
Yeah.
He kind of fell right in with us.
Great personality, super easygoing.
So I started off earlier, we were talking about it, and then I said, what producer are you working with? And you said, we're self-producing, and Jason is our engineer. But is he giving producer type?
Yeah,
When I think of a producer, they'll sometimes go, hey, I hear what you're going for there, but have you ever thought of this? Putting a satin finish on it instead of the eggshell, for sure, or whatever.
Yeah, that's basically.
Is he putting in input like that
For sure,
more than just
100%, yeah.
engineering?
Yep.
So it's sort of wearing the hat of the
Yeah.
co-producer.
Yeah,
you guys
exactly.
are producing it alongside of him.
Yeah, we made sure to kind of ask that before we went in, just to let him know that's what we were looking for. We were looking for anything that he hears that either sounds odd or sounds like it's going in the right direction, just not there. Just let us know. And
I said, I want you to look at me in the face and say, that note is wrong and has been wrong the entire night.
I would rather that than have a sugar coating. Oh, that rocks, dude. Whenever you can hear that it's wrong, or it's not what you want it to be. But I would much rather have go. No, this is wrong. You need to do this.
Yeah.
again."
Well, we had to step back from the Nashville sessions to do this too, because when we were there, we were rushing to do 2 songs. We were going to go down there and come back with 2 finished songs, and that's what we did. Here we had a little bit more time, and then we had to just kind of get our minds right about it too, like just stop tripping, that you're going to spend an extra 15 minutes doing this. We don't care.
yeah, we have the time.
There's nothing, you know what I mean? There's nothing that this should prevent us from this being the very best that it can be.
There's no deadline.
Right, there's
you're
not-
out to
right.
meet. There's
Right. We had the money.
end game is the best product,
Right.
not the quickest or the
Right.
cheapest.
Yeah, exactly.
And Ray was right, and Jason said this too. Like, you go in there, you want to do 6 songs, and how about let's get 3 done, or let's get we put the bones down, we got all that done. We did get a lot of work done. I think it even surprised Jason that we did that much, but there's no rush on it. We've got stuff we got to clean up and go back and mess with, but I think it's going to be really well. It's already really good. We'll play some for you later after the show.
So let's real quick discuss the difference, and I'm not talking the pay difference or the cost difference, but the difference between going to Nashville as opposed to Sawhorse.
It's a closer drive.
Right. Well, that was the main thing. I don't know that it was any cheaper to go to Well, yeah, it was.
It was half the
Right.
price.
I was going to say,
wow.
to go anywhere in Nashville, a hotel in Nashville Nash Vegas is crazily priced.
You're paying for the name of Nashville.
Exactly.
Even if it has great producers, which obviously it does, it doesn't matter. Engineers, you're still paying.
If you
for
are
the name.
in Nashville, you're paying to be there, and it's huge money to right now. So I know that costs a fortune compared to going to Sawhorse. Did you feel like it was done better? Do you feel like the end product is going to be better, or the money was better spent?
We had more time to make sure that what we were doing was right, and Jason was pro through and through. There was nothing that could have been done better.
Right.
At Sawhorse.
At Sawhorse, yeah.
That's what I mean. So in the end, you feel like, man, if our money's better spent at Sawhorse than going to Nashville.
Yeah. But the experience, I would never want to take it back.
Yeah.
Nashville was awesome.
Yeah.
It was cool to hang out in Nashville, record music there, and then hang out. That was
I've thought about going down to the Sun Studio in Memphis just because you can pay to record a song there.
Yeah.
Just to do it and be like, where all those cool dudes were at. I was there once. I mean, nobody heard my song but me. but I stood where Johnny Cash stood recording.
Then you too can be a Nashville recording artist.
Like we are.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
I just go to Nashville, Illinois.
You could be a Nashville recording artist there too. That'd be a great.
It's a lot cheaper.
That's Nashville North. That's North
closer.
Nashville.
If I was really like we had a guy on the show, the producer, he passed away. What was his name?
Kevin Hamilton.
Kevin Hamilton. Sorry, I could not remember his name for a minute there. Kevin Hamilton basically worked out of L.A. and a real producer guy, and decided he was going to move wherever he wanted to. And in my mind, I think if I was a producer, he set up in Granite City, but he was getting work from L.A. Sent over the wire or whatever. And so he could kind of go wherever he wanted to. And if I was in that position, I would choose Nashville, Illinois, just so all my recordings could say Nashville recording artist, and nobody could complain about it.
And that's how you steal someone's idea. Someone else says it, and then you claim to say it.
I just picked up on that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you kidding me?
That's exactly
You're like
how
a
you
thief
do it.
in the night.
I steal like an artist steals.
So here's a funny story about the whole Nashville recording artist thing. I was changing jobs when we played our last show at the Miners, and I'm working to get this job. They come back to me and they're like, the VP and the president, they're all really worried that, you guys are, such big deal music artists, record from Nashville, that you're not going to be able to do your job. And I'm like, whoa. Oh no, that's not it at all.
Let me clear up some misunderstandings.
Let's get this straight. I'm like, that's not. It is true, but this is like our golf,
right?
Because I had to put it in terms that they could
business
understand.
Terms, sure.
Right, it's something that I just continually lose money doing, but enjoy. So they were like, "Oh, okay." I'm like, "Yeah, it's not."
Right,
we're not going on tour next year or anything.
It is true that we recorded in Nashville, but let me show you the price tag, and maybe you'll understand it a little
And it's all Randy's fault, because Randy started saying, well, Nashville recording artists, Crocodile Kings, and it just stuck, and we just kept saying
Randy, put your shirt on.
Hey, marketing's tough out there. A lot of competition. So you got to take what you can get.
Yeah, exactly.
But it sure sounds good.
We're talking about a place called the Toy Box, right?
Yeah.
And, a lot of famous people recorded there, like the Blues Travelers, right?
Yeah.
So put that in your bio.
Yeah.
Right.
And smoke it.
And
All right.
This recording does not detract for what we did down there with Liz. That is all good stuff.
Yeah.
It really is. Our band has evolved from that point so much that
playing different together.
Those songs still sound good in the mix, but you can tell that they are from a different era of our band. So it's kind of neat, but they do sound great. These have a whole. This is more representative of us. This new recording. That was like, we just had switched and had some members change and blast down there and recorded those two songs. No, we had the member change after we recorded.
Yeah.
But that's kind of a time capsule, and then this stuff, I'm equally proud of both.
Nice.
And I think that there's
we're going to expect that to come out in summer.
in the summer.
Turns me upside down.
It's like a merry-go-round.
Not far away. Exciting, right? But May 13th is when you can check it out live at Miners Theater in Collinsville, right?
Yes, sir.
Speaking of live, we got some benefits to talk about going down Saturday in the area.
What do we got?
Lazy Lester's playing one from 7 to 10 at the VFW in Alton for Justin Hartsock, a benefit to help lighten his load while he recovers from a traumatic injury suffered in a horrible car accident. $20 donation includes dinner. Limited VIP seating will be available in advance for a $25 donation. You get draft beer, wristbands for $15. That's Lazy Lester for a good cause, helping out a injury victim from 7 to 10 at the VFW. And then we talked about this one when Flip the Frog was on Pigpen. Help on the Move, the benefit there for them. That's the Madison County Catholic Charities. Flip the Frog playing from 6 to 11 at Bluff City Grill in Alton. That includes dinners, $50 each for those tickets. Also raffle tickets at $25 each. Buy two, get one free. Win the raffle, right? Donate it back.
Yeah, and all for a good cause. So
Right.
There you go.
Broken Circle down at the Conservatory from 8 to 11 on Saturday. Pianos back at the Ragin Cajun. They never move them. Ragin Cajun Piano Bar. They're always there. Naked Soul 2 to 6 and Generation X 7:30 at Fast
Which
Eddie's.
is Billy Idol's old band, right?
I think it is.
It is.
I think it is.
Ready, steady, go.
Screaming Eagles 7 to 11 out at Baker's and Hale, and the Alton Symphony Orchestra presents an evening with masters. That's all kind of great people. Masters, right? Not Master of Puppets.
Masters.
They might do
Masters.
that. I don't know. Metallica's a master, maybe. I don't know. 7 p.m. at Hathaway Hall, LCC College. Champagne Fix down at the Pump House at 9 o'clock in Wood River. Scruffy-looking Nerve Herder from 2 to 6 at Sparky's in South Roxana. You always laugh at that one, don't you, Sparky?
It's just such a great name, the scruffy-looking nerf herder.
You know where it comes from, though, right?
Who's my nerf herder? You my nerf herder. Nah, it comes from Star
call it
Wars,
Scruffy?
man. It comes from Star Wars, right?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
He knows what to steal stuff.
I know it. I know what's up. Star Wars.
Like a thief in the
Han
night.
Solo, man. We're talking, Harrison Ford was the only one who didn't have his acting career ruined by that movie.
I know. However, every time he acts, it's always problematic and nobody catches on.
Dun, 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 dun. I don't know. Anyway.
Let's see.
His relationship's just always for me.
No time for love, Dr. Jones.
Right.
Nerds.
Yeah, no. Yes, I'm a nerd.
Beep, beep, beep. Nerd alert. Turn around.
I don't think the retro nerds are playing this weekend, but they might.
No.
Kevin Wayne Gruen is from 6 to 9 at George's Oak Brew in Jerseyville. Rockabilly Revival of the Grafton Winery from 3 to 7. And there's your buddies, Jake's Leg.
Yeah.
6 o'clock at the loading dock in Grafton, marking the official launch of summer.
Summer's officially here when the loading dock opens.
The planet has crested over the loading dock. Summer may begin.
And Jake's Leg has arrived.
Get your polka dot bikini on.
See, Matt Tall's playing it smart. He can go down and check out some of Jake's Leg before he goes on stage at the Bloody Bucket Saloon from 7 to 10.
There you go.
Carl Mager, 1 to 5 at Ayers in Grafton. And down at Doit's Village Inn, they're going to try to back up their name, Pontoon Beach. It's the band name Kick Ass. 8:30 to 12:30. Try to top that.
Well, they better be good with a name like that.
Well, it's Kick Dash Ass.
Okay.
So maybe there's alternative meaning there. I don't know.
They wear that polka dot
dash.
bikini, you could see both of Jake's legs.
That's right.
And part of Kick's ass.
Ow!
Then you can catch them on the flip side at Tegan's.
There you go. We're rolling back out.
On the other bank.
Or keep it Melody at the back bar in Edwardsville, 9 o'clock. We're rolling out. How about 3 Crooked Men? 5 to 8 at the Stagger Inn again.
All
in
right.
Edwardsville from 5 to 8. Lanny and Julie at Lyle's Tavern in Maryville. The Shirts at the Cabin at Judy Creek from 7. We're running out of band names.
I wonder if the Skins are going to play down the road.
Ever since people started naming their bands after sandwiches, it's all went downhill. Now it's Numbers, the Shirts, all kinds of stuff.
Prince was so ahead of his time just being a symbol.
Dustin Coleman at Ecker's Cider Shed from 1 to 4, and then at the Wooden Nickel from 7 to 11 in Glen Carbon.
You got the double.
Oh, he's going to have to run.
You got the double
It's a long
feature.
way.
Right?
And at the brand new venue, Ben,
The brand new venue.
well, sorta, it's newer, okay, at the old Herald Brewery in Collinsville.
Yes, sir.
The Dude Abides from 6:30 to 9:30. And have you checked that place out?
I have.
Pretty
I
nice,
have.
isn't it?
Yeah, that's
Outdoor.
part of the whole. That I mean, it's right near the Miners Theater, so that's all part of that whole like
The revamping.
Yeah, their outdoor thing. If you guys haven't been there,
really
it's
cool.
really cool.
Yeah.
It's really, really cool.
Right, and the Miners Theater is really, really cool, especially on May 13th.
You know what? I don't know if it's any cooler than it's going to be on the 13th of May.
I think you were saying last time you were on that the Miners Theater is the largest theater on this side.
That's what they say.
Bigger than Wild E.
Yep.
Right?
For sure. For
So,
sure.
yeah.
They sold that Skinnerd show out. I think they had 400 people there or something like that.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That place, you should you should come for us, but you should also come and see this theater because it's just a great place to see music.
Nice.
Or you could go see Elvis.
Well,
Or you could go see Elvis.
well, maybe they'd be done by then.
Saturday.
Elvis gets sleepy when it gets close to
He's
dark.
going to be wore out after this weekend.
Somebody help me to my room.
That's why they got 10 of them.
Well, I mean, it's hard to do those dances and keep it going all night, man.
You know, the Retro Nerds are playing this weekend.
Oh, they are.
Yes, they are
Okay.
playing at the Prairie Inn in Dorsey from 5 to 8. All 80s
Ooh.
retro music.
Bet you could hear that Cars song there.
Some
I don't know.
Summer,
There's that whole kind of like bands like the Cars and then bands like Flock of Seagulls from that.
Oh, yeah.
You know, where there were still
yeah.
the rock bands that had the new wave kind of feel to them, and then the all the way new wave bands that didn't have much of the
Remember
rock
the
and roll.
Tubes?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I argue with my uncle who was he played in a band called Faustus back in the day, and we argue back and forth. You know, like Tubes or the Cars. He loves the Tubes. He's a big Tubes fan. So.
All right, psychedelic furs or the flock of seagulls. Right.
I'll take the furs.
I take Oingo Boingo over
I'll
all
take
of them.
Oingo Boingo over all of them. Right. For sure. For sure. No, let's not go there.
It's just a rabbit hole. The whole Danny Elfman rabbit hole. We'll spiral down that for days.
I can't believe all the venues. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Like, there's just so much music.
We're
There
just scratching the surface, to be
Right.
honest with you. We're sticking with Edwardsville, Granite, mainly in this area.
Yeah, basically from Grafton to Granite, and then we stretch a little beyond with some Collinsville.
Well, sometimes we have to, like the Glendale Riders. They're doing a benefit up in Carlinville this weekend for
Oh, yeah.
Carlinville Area Hospital Foundation, Farm to Table, and that's a $50 ticket for that. And that's it. How you say that? Suling Farm in Carlinville.
Yeah, right on Suling Farm.
Yeah.
All right.
You know, the Crocodiles are playing Saturday.
no.
Really?
They're not the Crocodile Kings, but
Yeah.
they're playing.
Just the crocodile.
We just have more inflated heads.
Right.
That's all.
Mike Judy will present them at Pops.
Look, if you want to outshine these guys, man, just get full on like crocodile outfits where the head comes over.
Now you're
yours and
talking.
you wear.
Don't talk this stuff to Jeremy.
We just try. I mean,
we just had to run him off the road on a jumpsuit after practice on Tuesday.
look, it doesn't make you furries if it's a real crocodile skin.
No,
you're
it does
wearing.
not.
Yeah,
It makes you fur-ish.
which is different than a furry, but
What were you plotting and scheming to have? You had a jumpsuit
Oh, man.
picked out.
Rock and roll
He
needs
had a cat
jumpsuit.
costume.
It's a cat suit, right?
Right on.
Yeah, do the kitty thing.
Yeah.
After Mr. Mittens, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it'd be incredible, wouldn't it?
Right.
People would show up for that.
I told him you had to dance more, though, because you can't get all dressed up and just stand around.
Well, yeah, and you got to make sure the tail isn't one of those that just goes behind. It's got like stick up in the air when you shake your, it kind of boings around a little.
Maybe we could get somebody up in the rafters with it on a fishing pole or something. You'd have a tail moving separately from what you were doing.
I will marionette for days.
Oh, yeah. I could tell when I saw you that you'd marionette for days. First thing I thought.
I'd date her, but I wouldn't marry her. Oh, come on! Comedy's hard.
That took me a second. Because her name's Annette.
Yeah, get it?
Oh, I didn't catch that.
Oh, you're standing in a hole.
Jeez,
The fast ones are going over your head.
Yep.
Thank God for
Mr. Mittens is the name of a song from
It is
Crocodile.
indeed.
Mr. Mittens number 9, right?
Number 9.
Yep.
And it's
Can't just
about
be
his
Mr.
love
Mittens.
for tuna pie.
Yeah, well, it's about...
The ninth five.
I think I described this last time, but it's a really great story. The story is about an old cat in a neighborhood that gets kicked out of his house during the whole the pandemic thing, right? And so this old cat sees the family loading up in a U-Haul and booking out of there. And it's a reflection on its life, eating the tuna pie, living its best life with regrets and things. And that's sort of the whole song.
And that's coming from a former roller derby announcer, folks,
Yeah.
who married a roller derby girl.
You dig out things in my life that I forgot about.
I did.
That's why I watch people taking notes on you. That's why you got to keep your
It's kind of
story
like
straight.
therapy, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to Kat, by the way.
Oh, it is.
Oh, yeah. Yes, my beautiful wife. She's busy training dogs in St. Louis right now.
To skate?
She's not a cat.
Is that a euphemism?
No, it's not. It's a real thing. She's a pro. She's
Training
a pro dog
dogs.
trainer.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
What
she started on me, and now she's working on dogs.
Well, is it that she trains them to jump through hoops and be circus animals, or is she training them to sniff out bombs?
She's training them to become good to walk, good to be in your house, good with other people and children and other dogs. She is she does all the behaviors for a dog and also training tricks too. So she's even doing bite work with our Doberman right now, which is real fun.
Maybe this is why Mr. Mittens is homeless. End
Yeah.
of the story. I'm just saying. I don't know.
Yeah.
Cats and dogs,
The bite training is what cost Mr. Mittens that ninth life.
But you gotta love tuna pie. And the Crocodile Kings on May 13th at Miners Theater. We're out of time, bub.
We are out of time. So
With modern drugs, don't forget to...
Yeah, Modern Drugs and Crocodile Kings at the Minor Theater in Collinsville on the 13th. Everybody get out and see it. Big thanks to our buddies Ray, Jeremy, and Ben.
We need tickets for this?
Thank you all. Yeah, it's a ticketed event.
Okay. And
How do we
You
get
can
tickets?
You can get them on Eventbrite.
Oh, nice. Nice.
check out your Facebook page.
Yeah, if you go to our Facebook page, it's just Crocodile Kings. You go to our Facebook page, we got links on there.
Did you guys set this up through Eventbrite, or did the theater?
The theater did.
Okay, just curious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've asked several people who have worked through them, and they all say it was a good experience. And so
And you can get them day of the show, too.
Yeah.
They have box office.
Yeah, you can get there day of the show and get in too.
unless it's sold out, and then you're bumming. So
Which would be great.
That would be
so there's a
okay.
reason to buy in advance, right there.
That will be okay. We'll be there at the show's at 7. We're going to open the doors at 6. Have a little meet and greet with the other band and anybody who wants to come up and hang out.
Nice.
Jeremy will be wearing his cat suit.
No, I'll probably wear this again. I really like it.
I do too, man.
Yeah.
It's dead sexy. It is.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wow. I feel good.
The more I've looked at it, the more I'm convinced I can pull it off. I can pull it off. I picture myself in that vest, one leg up on a monitor, just like good hair moves going on.
I think I could pull it off. I don't think I could put it on, though. I don't think it goes
Why does everybody want to take off my vest? That's what I want to wonder.
We want to
it's
see what's
shiny.
underneath it. Oh,
It's shiny and gold.
yeah, it's shiny and gold, and we all wonder what's under that wrapping paper. Unfortunately, I'm going to be honest, I'm picturing like a chia pet. So
Yeah, we're gonna save it for the
nothing
show.
good. Yeah, right on. There you go.
It's like a gold microphone.
Yeah.
Feeling.
All right, so there you go. That is the voice of Jeremy. He's the vocalist of the Crocodile Kings. Ray, good to see you again, my buddy.
Great seeing you too.
Ben, thanks for coming down once again.
All right.
everybody get out and check them out, the Miners Theater.
Check out Halpin Music, our sponsor, and Mr. Matt Van Voorhis of Macias Insurance.
Yep. And if you can't make it to Miners Theater, make sure that you definitely get out and support local music and art.